The Emoji Movie. I didn't feel like I was watching a movie when I saw this. I felt like I was watching children be exploited by cynical corporate executives. It felt nauseating, confronting, and just left me feeling angry after. And I am deeply sorry I paid money to see this in cinemas. But my one hope is that some millennial out there might decide not to see this movie because of this review. The homunculus horror distorted crap heap avalanche disaster that is the Emoji Movie.
Oh, meat poop. It's showtime!
What's amazing about this movie is that merely by its existence, millennials can feel insulted. That some slimy corporate weasels out there assume kids are going to see something as meaningless and blank as an emoji on their phone because they marketed it to them. It's the most passive-aggressive insult to millennials I've ever seen in popular culture, assuming that all that goes on in a young person's mind is the meme or a cool lingo phrase. And all of these feelings of disgust come just by looking at the trailer. When you sit down and actually watch the movie, it somehow gets even worse. The tween overcool lingo hits you like a sledgehammer. I mean, the introduction literally is the narrator telling the millennial audience, "You have no attention span, and that's why we made this."
And attention spans get shorter and shorter, and you're probably not even listening to me right now.
But the poor emoticons have to be the one emotion all the time, so they can be ready to be texted to your phone. This is not a deep message about emotional repression. Sony said this because they know that's exactly what the generation wanted to hear. No challenge whatsoever, just pandering. This is the most sinister experiment Sony has ever made, where they finally realized they could make absolute food trough pig trash as long as it has a popular cultural reference in it, and it would still somehow sell enough to make a profit. Please, I implore you, don't see this movie. We can stop this movie ever happening again by not seeing it. By giving that $20 to $25 to Sony, you're encouraging the continued march out of profitable, mindless, vapid, pandering, manipulative dribble that does nothing to make kids any smarter. Even that stupid hippy-dippy haircut our main hero Meh has. Meh! What kind of name is that?
I gotta be meh.
Why is that hideous, bald, middle Bieber monstrosity crap wreckage style so common nowadays? I just feel so personally insulted by that haircut. So get this, all the emojis live inside Textopolis, where they hope to be selected for a text message, complete with enough in-product placements ranging from Just Dance to Dropbox to every viral advertising app you can think of. This is worse than the Twilight craze. At least that was based off a book? A fictional world that required some thought to create. Not a lot of thought, but some thought went into it. This is based off the awkward little emoticon I put on the end of sentences. In my opinion, every millennial who saw this junk pile deserves at least one hocked up spit on the slimy corporate shareholders that made it. No one in my audience laughed, no one cared what they were seeing, people were forced to just sit there, just absorbing this giant ad we had all paid money for. This is the ultimate, wretched, corporate, cinematic dump on society. And every time it earns another million at the box office, I feel a little more disappointed in humanity. There's no doubt at all. We all knew it already. The Emoji Movie is the #1 worst animated Sony movie of hopefully all time.